Hello YouTube and welcome, Zadarkus back with another tier list for patch 6.4. This time for the Marksmen or the AD carry, however you want to call them. The first champion in my list is going to be Ezreal. Ezreal with the blue build, still very strong. Even though Riot changed Muramana, he is still insanely strong. In team fights, his slows can change the battlefield completely. The permakite he has is great to get away of the range and still be able to deal damage of some assassins, as they will most likely not be able to catch up with him. He's one of the safest picks you can have thanks to his overall cooldown reduction mechanic, and also the build itself that helps you get a little bit of armor. You get the slows, you have a huge amount of poke damage, and once you have a full build, depending on the build you go, your actual just 1v1 potential is insane if you hit all your skills. The next champion is going to be Lucian with a very strong early to mid game, good synergy of course with the Thunderlord. If you want the early game laning advantage, you can easily just proc it. The items for him working in spectacularly well, the Essence Reaver, the Infinity Edge, just those two items together on him do magic. And of course with a tanky CC support, both of them together can do a lot. I'm talking about Alistar, Leona and Brown for example on him are great, and you can most likely just win most laning phases if you have the good bot lane synergy and you decide to trade when it is correct. The next one is going to be Kogmaw. Yes, even though Kogmaw is one of those champions that most of the times we tell you that it's not the best option because he has no escapes, he's a slow champion, but now with the crazy build of Hurricane and Ginzo Blade, you can do huge amounts of damage and just stand still and melt the enemy team. Of course it gets to a point where your attack speed is so high you can't really kite, you basically just stand still and auto attack people, so you are dependent of a team that protects you. Your laning phase may be hard, so it's all about just not falling too much behind. As long as you can keep up the farm the items, the core items, at least the Hurricane and the Ginzo Blade, once you join a team fight you will be a monster. Of course if you add the Blade of the Ring in the build, you will even do more if they have especially tanky champions. But yes, suffer a little bit in the early game, try to survive the laning phase, and when it comes to the late game, just press W, stand still and get the kill. My next champion in this list will be Caitlyn. Very safe champion overall, great range, great poke potential. With the buff on the traps, your headshot is dealing even more damage, and similar to Alistar, Caitlyn sees a lot of professional scenes, which basically makes her being picked even more in the solo queue now. Her zone control can be very overwhelming late game if she's on the team with high damage burst champion. By simply placing a line of traps, Caitlyn can quickly zone off enemies and break down towers from long range. Now some honorable mentions would be Jhin. Actually, yes, I said it, Jhin, but more as a utility AD carry. You need to farm it up, you can trade very strongly, especially if you have CC support. Thanks to your W you can snare people, you can during the laning phase poke a lot with your Q, but the idea is that in the late game your snipes, even at the start of a team fight, can help out your team quite a lot from the distance by proccing the slow and of course the last shot dealing tremendous amount of damage. If your team engages, you'll have the passive mark, you can use your W to snare, and if you throw a couple of traps around, of course in case the enemy gets hit by them, they scale insanely well and deal a lot of damage. Of course, he is a different type of marksman. He has a very unique playstyle compared to Graves, but it is doable and he is at least very fun to be played now that Riot specially fixed the sniping at the edge of the screen. The other honorable mention for ADC is Kalista. As I mentioned in the last video, it's a very good pick in this meta, especially if you have hard engaging support. With your ultimate, you guys can be the engagers if your team is missing one. If you see that you have a team that doesn't really have engagement, you can always pick Kalista with a good tanky support to make it up. And lastly, for the honorable mention, I would put in here Vayne. This works. I'm going for the Vayne because normally Vayne goes for the attack speed build, of course, and now with Fervor changed, I do believe that she is a lot stronger in the late game. So kinda like Kogmaw, you are sacrificing your early game and it's all about not falling behind. If for example the enemy team picks a Mundo, a Shyvana, a Malphite, a Tamkench, or even, I don't know, any type of tanky champions that are being seen now, Vayne is one of the best picks you can have there to carry your team's ass. Of course, early game, be careful. This was my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it helped, and if it did, give it a thumbs up. Did you agree with the list? Do you think there should be any other champion? Leave it in the comment section below. If you are not subscribed, subscribe, because this channel is all about these types of videos. If you enjoy it, subscribe. My name is Zadarkus and I'll be seeing you pretty soon with a new one. See ya.